they have Uber XLs, they have lifts that, you know, wider, bigger cars that then will provide you a minivan that, or a pickup truck that have a stronger suspension.
Now see, Anton's stupid. He's stupid. Law to fit into his car. Who is this woman? And should the lawsuit have been filed in the first place? We're gonna get into it.
I never contacted LYFT. Then y'all talking about, oh, she posted a video for clout. I am the clout. I've been doing it.
I don't know exactly how to tackle this, but I wanted to get a little insight on the type of person we're dealing with, first of all, which has no bearing basically on the situation as far as her, you know, not being allowed to ride in the Uber car. But I still think some background is necessary to really understand what happened, who we're dealing with, and why was the situation even being recorded in the first place. I mean, I think we just need to look a little bit deeper.
The Edge, a Detroit rapper, is going viral for something other than her music.
Fans know her as Dank DeMoss, and they're fuming after a Lyft driver allegedly denied her a ride because of her size. And Fox News' Jessica Dupnack is live in Detroit with this story. And my goodness, tell us how this all unfolded here, Jessica.
Well, it all unfolded on video. Deja Banlane whipped out her phone when this all happened. Now, the Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Have you been in cars that size before?
Yes, I have. I've been in cars smarter than that, you know.
Deja Blanding tells us she was just trying to get to a Detroit Lions watch party this month when her Lyft rolled up.
As I'm walking, I see him like making faces or whatever. I'm like, oh man.
The Lyft driver, he was kind enough and apologetic, but refused her a ride and said that she would not fit and that her weight couldn't be handled by his tires. Now she's filing a lawsuit.
Can fit in this car?
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me.
He told her there's not enough room in his car.
The kicker part was when he started to talk about his tires. You know, I feel like that was a slap in the face. That was like my tires, you know, like.
The driver said his tires could not handle her weight.
For every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL.
You know what? I don't never have to order Uber XL.
He apologized, canceled the ride, and left her there. The rapper says she's pretty tough. Dank DeMoss, as she's known at the mic, is crushed by the whole situation.
I just want them to know, like, it really hurt my feelings.
It looks like a Lyft might be hurting pretty soon, too.
I knew it was illegal, and I knew that it was wrong.
Her attorneys, John Marco and Zach Runyon, say weight is a protected characteristic in Michigan by law.
It would be no different than a driver pulling up and saying, you know, I don't want to have black people in my car, or I don't want to have Christians in my car, or Muslims in my car. It's the same. Under the law, it's the same.
Now I got to step in right here. I'm trying to be as sensitive as I possibly can, because I understand, you know, weight, and sometimes it's hard to keep it off, whatnot, especially, you know, as you get older, whatnot. But in all honesty, this is a younger woman, you know, so I don't give her quite as much of a pass as I would somebody that's older, because I'm older. I understand you can't move as much. Your joints, you know, just don't do it the same thing that they did. I get it. But this guy here, he seems more shiesty. You know, he doesn't seem like, he seems like he's an ambulance chaser. He just wanted to get on the news and get a little piece of money, you know, without even really looking at the merit of the situation. And him talking about this is the same as not letting a black person or somebody of a religion get in a car has nothing to do with it. He's reaching now. Just because you are a Muslim or whatever has nothing to do with the actual weight that you're putting down on the suspension of a small car. One has nothing to do. You're not going to weigh more just because you are of a certain religion. Come on now. This is a reach now.
I have black people in my car, or I don't want to have.
The lawsuit is filed. Since she posted the encounter on social media, other full-figured folks have reached out saying the same thing happened to them.
I can fit in this car. Yes, I can. I really want people to see like what we go through as bigger people, you know.
We did reach out to LYFT. They did not get back with us in time for this story. Now, LYFT, Uber, those rideshare companies, they can refuse passengers based on a perceived security threat. But according to Deja's attorneys, you cannot discriminate based on someone's weight. It's very clear in that cell phone video. That is why he denied her ride.
Now, I get it. Her feelings were hurt maybe or whatnot. I get that part. You know, we all have imperfections and whatnot that we're trying to deal with because none of us are perfect. I understand that completely. But I think we have to look at this thing for what it is. If he would have let this woman in, I don't know what kind of car it is. It didn't look like it was very big. And he had to slam on brakes real hard or whatever. And she was squoze up against the seat too tight and whatnot. He would have been held responsible. And I think that he should have the right to allow who he wants to get in his car. Now, I don't know what the Uber paperwork you got to sign to be able to drive people around and whatnot. But I do understand that these drivers are subcontractors. So basically that keeps LYFT removed from any type of liability type situation like this. So I don't know how far this lawsuit is going to even go. I think this may be just something that's trending on social media right now and go away. I don't see how they could actually pin the two together because he doesn't work for LYFT. He's a subcontractor. Basically mean he has his own business. And so what I decided to do, I didn't want to get too deep on this subject, but wanted to see what some of the other influences, you know, what were their take and input on this. Is my boy Anton Daniel from the Anton Daniels channel. You know, guys, go check him out, whatnot. He's very good. He's, you know, one of the guys that influenced me to go ahead and give this YouTube thing a whirl, so to speak. Let's see what he got to say.
Everybody in a bald-headed ass mama got something to say about Dank. Bitch, first of all, let's touch bases on the big bitches in the back that got something to say about me. I seen a bitch say go walk. Bitches, you cool. Like, you only like one burger away from being my size.
I see a woman right here that's not happy with herself. She's mad at the world. She's mad at herself, in all honesty, you know, for letting herself get this way. But I don't think that, you know, you should take this out on the world, so to speak, because let's be real, the world doesn't know us any understanding, and they don't give it. So, you know, if you really want your circumstance to be better, you kind of got to take things into your own hands, so to speak, and control your own destiny. But you can't get mad at the world if they don't see you like you think they should see you.
You're rocking with pettyblog.com.
It's your boy Snoop D-O-double-G, and you are now watching the Petty Blog.
Now they wrong for that. Not the Petty Blog.
Oh my God, it just hit me. Petty and T. I was so dumb.
They wrong for that.
So they already know that I'm dropping the T. So let's get right into it. A woman who reportedly weighs 598 pounds was denied a lift by a Lyft driver due to her weight and who feared that she would give him a flat tire or something. The woman took to social media a few days ago and revealed it in a video stating that this Lyft driver denied her service.
This Lyft driver denied me service. BC of my size.
What you saying?
Yeah, I got no space. My car is small.
I can fit in this car.
No, believe me, you can.
Yes, I can.
Believe me. So, I'm sorry.
What am I gonna do about my money?
I'm gonna cancel you. You're not gonna be charged.
So you telling me
he seems pretty nice about it, though.
Getting a lift because I can't fit in your car?
Yeah, you need to order a bigger car.
What makes you think I can't fit in a car?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
What makes you think I can't fit in this car?
Because the car is small in the back.
My best friend has a Benz that's newer than this that I can fit in. That's the same size.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't.
So you really telling me I'm too big to get in your car?
Said it ain't happening because
I gotta order another lift.
Yeah, and to be more specific with you, I got very tired tires.
Said tires ain't worth a damn.
Your tires.
Yeah, and you have no space.
How you know I don't have no space?
Yeah, I got no space in the back. Really.
How do you know I don't have no space?
Because I tried before.
He tried this before.
So every big person you turn down because they can't fit in your car?
Yeah, because they need to order the Uber XL experience.
No, I don't never have to order Uber
So
XL.
you need the XL bar
Yeah, no, I'm
package.
really
Oh my
sorry.
God.
What's your name?
Abraham Patterson.
Okay.
No.
Nope.
To which Lyft immediately stepped in with the comment to her, stating that they are disheartened to look at the driver's unacceptable behavior and asked her to direct message them at her earliest convenience for additional support, as they would like to address it as soon as possible. And needless to say, he was reportedly fired, which enraged many people, as they felt like as a driver, he has the right to refuse lifts to his own discretion, and in this case, as he felt that giving someone who is 600 pounds a lift would make his car break down, and then he wouldn't be able to provide for his family and do Lyft anymore if he is out of a vehicle, okay? And they said things like, Lyft is wrong for firing him, his car making noises already.
Now I got to step in here also. I understand, like I said before, you know, her feelings is hurt and whatnot. I get it. But I agree with this guy too. He said car already sound a little bit raggedy. You know, he was like, you know, my car on the last leg, I can't take the chance, you know, try to get a $15 lift fee, whatnot, you know, to take you back and forth. And this might be a situation where, I don't bust the struts or sound like his engine about ready to go anyway. So I can't be mad at him per se, because he knows his car better than Lyft. He know his car probably wasn't up to par either way.
Driver had a regular sized car, not too big, not too little, and she's not a regular sized person. Hate to say it. She's abnormally large. And when I say abnormal, I mean she's larger than over half the population. So let's just keep it a buck. You wouldn't want to pile her up in your vehicle and take her anywhere, but a lot of these folks that sit here on this internet look at it and not tell the truth. Because the truth is, I don't want to put all that in my car, but that's his job and he volunteered to do it. Let's keep it a buck. It's like putting a black bear in a Volkswagen Jetta. Man, check this out. Nobody owes you anything in this world. I'm sorry to break it to you. I don't owe you understanding. I don't owe you accommodation. I don't owe it to you. What I owe you is to do the job that I wanted to do, and if I can't do that job, I have a right to tell you, ma'am, I'm sorry, I just can't complete the task at hand. I haven't charged you, and I'm going to give you a refund.
Yep, well, nothing else you could do.
I don't think he should have been fired. Like, that's how he provides and pays his bills. What else? His car already sound like it's on its last leg. The next one, at the end of the day, this is my car, not Lyft's. Who gonna pay for that broken axle? This one says, as a driver myself, if you feel uncomfortable for any reason, you have a right to refuse service, period. No matter what, it is your car and your rules. He shouldn't have gotten fired for that. This person said, I would have canceled the ride as well. Baby girl, need a truck. Under that, he did too much talking, sir. Cancel the ride and leave. Crying, laughing. The next one, she should have ordered a big car, the F. The next one, baby, Detroit got speed bumps. You gotta go with the XL. He wasn't even trying to be funny, just protecting his car.
There you go.
This one says, that's just like an elevator. Have a certain weight limit or else it will malfunction. That man car already sounding crazy. He wasn't wrong. And the one under it, as soon as I would have seen her, I would have canceled the ride and went on about my day. Rolling eyes emoji. The next one, she corny for dragging it like this. You dead gotta take accountability when you a certain weight. I got turned away from mad stuff, and when I got tired, I lost the weight. This person said, it's not just the weight, it's the overall dimensions. You wouldn't try and put a dresser in the back seat of a sedan.
Oh my God.
This person said,
wrong for that.
She wouldn't be in my car either, even as a friend. Wow, that's kind of harsh.
As you can see, people's comments were probably a little bit rough, I'm sure these comments were a little bit different than what she was expecting. I'm sure she was expecting, you know, some pity. Or I feel sorry. Oh my God, how could he do that to her or whatnot? But there's got to be accountability on both sides. I think the guy, you know, handled it as best he could. You know, he wasn't nasty. He didn't get into a whole lot. He just said, I don't think she's gonna fit. And it seemed like a lot of people tend to agree with him. Now, I'm listening to a lot of people saying that he should not have embarrassed her like that or whatnot. He shouldn't have handled it like, I don't think it was any other way that he could handle a situation like that. It wasn't like he knew he was being recorded. He was trying to embarrass her out in public. It was a one-to-one conversation. He looked in his back seat and he was like, You know, I'm not trying to be funny, but I don't think it's gonna work. You know, because actually, you know, it wasn't just looking out for his car; he was looking out for her. You know, if we all know if you can't squeeze something that's too big into something that's too small. You know, and I think, you know, he knows his car better than anyone, like I said before. It just seems like, I think he did the best that he could do. But let me see what Anton got to finish saying about this before we wrap this thing up.
They have Uber XLs, they have lifts that, you know, wider, bigger cars that then will provide you a minivan that, or a pickup truck that have a stronger suspension.
Now see, Anton's stupid. He's stupid. He don't want to touch this one. I get it though.
To ensure that you guys can get to where you want to go to and from safely and without incident, accident, and then you can also make sure that you pray so that you're not hurt as a result of it. But yeah,
like y'all hoes got me fucked up.
Yeah, you know what? Personally, for me, I don't feel like going through the editing process of muting every single word and all of that. So we're gonna go ahead and absolve ourselves of even having this conversation right now. It's not necessary. We're gonna go ahead and just get away from that. But in a general sense, lawyers are ambulance chasers, and you cannot by default tell what somebody's religious perspective is, and that religious perspective will not dampen your tires and destroy your suspension on your car. And they do. They have LYFT exit. Well, I don't know what they got on LYFT because I don't really be ordering LYFT. LYFT is a backup for me, and I think that LYFT is just as fine of a company as Uber. Send a check, LYFT, and we can have that conversation. Yeah, man, it's crazy. I think that this is a silly story. I think that these lawyers are ambulance chasers, and this is a non-story. They shouldn't even have a case whatsoever. And I also think that LYFT should go ahead and take this to court to set the precedent that nobody is getting no dollars. You're not gonna finesse us, and not no slick head attorney that is looking to get some kind of payout is ever gonna put me in a negative position. And I think that the driver should be able to discriminate whether or not your car is gonna be destroyed when you get out of it. Not for no $13 ride. Get the heck out of here.
Well, I think Anton kind of wrapped it up pretty much how I am. This is just a pretty rough video to do or whatnot. And like you see, Anton really don't want to touch it too deep. I don't want to get too deep either, but I will say that I do feel that the guy should have the right to carry whoever he deems he wants to carry in his car. I mean, I just don't think it's fair to say, well, you got to do something that you know is going to be detrimental. And then, like a couple of the comments said, you know, the man do something and not only damage his car and he can't earn a living, but do something, you know, and the woman gets hurt in there. And I'm going to leave it at that. And I'll see you at the next one.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper.
Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy.